Welcome back. Outside Minds podcast. Because you've already seen too much, bro.
They only added it so it could be like a ritual.
They're saying there's these, the end of times, right? There's all these signs.
Do you think we would know? Like, do you think the general public would know this game?
Take a picture for $5. You have a purpose in life, and if you don't fulfill it, you will come back until you fulfill it.
Welcome back to the Outside Minds podcast. I am your host and creator, Steelo Free, and this is the other host and creator,
Doubtful Tony.
And we were off for a week, and now we're back. We're gonna talk about the Super Bowl. We're gonna talk about Kendrick Lamar. We're gonna talk about the orbs in the sky. We're gonna talk about Chris Bledsoe. We're gonna talk about some of my predictions, and it's going down. So welcome back. So just to start it back off, let's see who won the Super Bowl today.
I mean, come on, like a team that was bought in the position or a team that worked their way there?
EAGLES.
No, you gotta spell it wrong like their mayor, bro. Eggless. I don't know how she spelled it, but that was crazy.
It was a good game. It was nice to see. It was nice to see Patty Mahomes get steamrolled.
All he could do was smile because he knew like it's a wrap. Like he got one good throw to Kelsey.
I think all of America got what they wanted.
For sure. They didn't want that three-peat.
So what about that halftime performance? You know what I'm saying?
I thought it was great, being a local, but
Kendrick Lamar, Kendrick. K-Dot. So I had a prediction that we were going to see some alien themes in the halftime show.
Yes.
That didn't quite come to fruition, but we did see some alien stuff in the commercials.
Definitely. There was a couple, right?
Yeah, so basically, before we talk about that, Kendrick Lamar says he was abducted by an alien, right?
Yeah, so he was on like a radio show and they were asking him because they heard a story. And he was like, yeah, when I was, in Compton, I seen a spaceship. And they were like, were you high? Yeah. He was like, I don't think so. I was 9, or 7, whatever. I think it was 9. Yeah.
I think he said it was 6, dude.
Or 6, even 6, yeah. And he's smiling and joking, but it really happened to him because there's a reason why those lyrics are like that, right? Yeah. Like
starting to see spaceships.
Not even that. Like he had alien voices back on the Good Kid, Mad City.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, he had there was alien references for sure.
Yeah, that's crazy. Plus, Absol's all the way into
I was
Anunnaki
just about to mention
Absol.
He's a Thelemite, into Crowley and the Lima stuff.
Yeah, the Do What Thou Wilt and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's the name of his album, Do What Thou Wilt, bro.
I think we talked about that before.
Yeah, we mentioned it briefly. Yeah, I was surprised he didn't come out, but it was more personal to Kendrick.
Yeah, so the weird thing about the commercial though was, I think they were gonna push a narrative. It was either because I'm more into the orbs and all that stuff. I've been talking with Chris Bledsoe Jr., Ryan Bledsoe.
Shout out.
I posted a video. They liked the video. It was all about his interview. But before we get into that stuff, I think that they were gonna push like Project Bluebeam and really make you think that it's not really consciousness related. It's more aliens from somewhere else and spaceships. And we didn't really get that in the Super Bowl halftime performance, but we did get it in a commercial. And the weird thing was, I was telling Dot about it earlier. I was looking on X and there was this post that someone was like, "Oh yeah, Gordon Ramsay posted this random picture." And they figured out he was in Area 51. So I don't know if that's propaganda or if they're just honeypotting the conspiracy theorists.
Yeah, it was a flight log, right? That they're tracking or something.
No, it was him, a picture of him, and he was like, "Oh, I'm in New Mexico now." And someone was like, "That looks like a weird airport." And they cross-referenced pictures to figure out he was in Area 51.
Oh, the airport. Okay,
yeah,
so
but
that's why.
With that being said, we're gonna check out this commercial.
Yep.
We've made contact with a new alien species, and apparently they're foodies.
Oh, foodies, the worst.
Mr. Ramsey, we'll need you to cook
Look at
for
all the
them.
hexagons,
You'll have
too.
access to everything the Area 51 test kitchen has to offer,
that's
including
to do
top
with
secret
the
alien cooking technology.
Company.
Wait. That's just a hex-lab pan. I've got these at home.
Unfortunately, it was leaked 8 years ago.
8 years ago.
The pan was developed using material from
that
an
goes
alien
to them
spacecraft.
having advanced
Extremely
technology.
durable but low friction. Created to deal with the thick egg-like
Disclosure.
atmosphere.
You're saying the pan I used to fry my bacon is made out of flying saucers?
We don't have time for a science lesson, Mr. Ramsey. The alien ambassador is already here.
Whoa.
Not her. Him.
Hey, what's up, dude?
You're an alien?
All famous people are aliens.
Wow.
I'm not.
I meant like really famous people.
Yeah.
Billionaire.
Seriously?
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Huh?
Yeah, that's crazy. So yeah, we got all that kind of stuff in the works and stuff. So we didn't really get that. We didn't get the Alien Kendrick, but we got Alien commercials. But let's switch it over. What did you think about the Sean Ryan Chris Bledsoe interview?
I listened to the whole 2.5 hours or whatever, and like I said, bro, that last 30-40 minutes, that's some heavy stuff, and it's the stuff all of us have been talking about, all the conspiracy theorists, everybody, you know, people who sound crazy, you know, but like, this is a real-ass interview.
The crazy part about it was when I had my spiritual awakening, I was having all kinds of just crazy, we don't call them coincidences anymore.
Patterns.
Synchronicities.
Yeah, synchronicities and patterns.
And there's just been so many synchronicities, and there just happened to be the Chris Bledsoe story. So the first video that they liked was that it was when the episode wasn't even gonna come out. So I had heard them talking about it, and I was like, hey, what the fuck? Like, you know, this
What are they hiding?
The random Cybertruck guy got on Sean Ryan. How come they can't let Chris Bledsoe's episode air? And they did it months and months ago. So I was like, what the heck? That's kind of weird. And they liked it. And then when the episode came out, there was a part where he said, we're gonna show the video, but there was a part where he was talking about something that one of the beings told him. And I made a video about it, and I connected a few things, and they really liked it. So we're gonna watch that video right now.
Yeah, shout out to the Bledsoe family for supporting.
Yep. Oops. No.
You can cut that out.
Okay. This is the one. What's up, everybody? Steelo Free here from the Outside Minds podcast, and they did it. They released the Sean Ryan interview with Chris Bledsoe, so let's talk about it. Let's watch this clip.
Exact alignment will happen in 2026 at Easter.
What will happen?
The star will, the alignment she told me about, that the star of Regulus would be on the horizon in front of the Sphinx. At that moment, there'd be a new knowledge. Well, I had no idea if this was even possible, you know.
So basically, he tells Sean Ryan that this entity he calls the Lady is telling him that the star of Regulus is going to be aligned to the Sphinx at a certain time, and there's going to be a new knowledge. This is where it gets crazy. Chris Bledsoe also points out that the National Space Intelligence logo has the Sphinx looking at the Star of Regulus on it. There's another version of the logo right there.
No coincidence.
It seems like they know something already,
Yeah.
right? Now, I was looking at other logos, and I found this one.
Happened to just find
This is the Space Operations Command logo, and if you look inside, you can see the constellation of Orion. You see Orion's belt, you see his 2 feet down there, and you see the bow and arrow on the right side. Let's go to the Orion's belt theory that suggests that the 3 main pyramids in Giza align to the 3 stars in Orion's belt. The important part about this connection is that the star of Regulus is the brightest star in the constellation of Leo. Here's where it gets interesting. Around 10,500 BCE, the constellation Leo would have risen directly in front of the Sphinx at dawn during the vernal equinox. That's Easter, just like Chris said. During the same time period, Orion's belt would have been positioned in the sky the way that mirrors the alignment of the Giza pyramids. With that being said, I think they already know the stuff he's talking about.
Yeah, they know what's
and
going
they
down,
don't want to
bro.
air the episode because they already know this stuff. They don't want everyone. So, what's up, everybody? Steelo Free here from the Outside Minds podcast. I just finished the Sean Ryan episode. Okay.
So that was before they released the episode, right?
No, that was right after.
Oh, right after.
Yeah,
oh,
that was,
yeah.
That was before I watched it.
Remember when I screenshotted the part where he said there will be a new knowledge?
Yeah.
That's what grabbed me, and I was like, hold on, like.
Yeah. And then I checked it out.
Yeah.
So after that, I did this video.
this is basically my full breakdown connecting Hinduism, Edgar Cayce, the Akashic Records. Basically, I'll tell you a little bit more about my theory after we watch it. With Chris Bledsoe, and here's my analysis of it and why I think... What's up, everybody? Steelo Free here from the Outside Minds podcast. I just finished the Sean Ryan episode with Chris Bledsoe, and here's my analysis of it and why I think the Star of Regulus alignment is going to be amazing, and my theory on the new knowledge that I personally think the lady was talking about when she was communicating with Chris Bledsoe. We're going to get super deep, so please stay with me. It's all going to make sense, I promise. First, you have to understand the Hindu Yuga cycles. These describe periods of time where human consciousness on a global level will either rise or fall. During certain periods, they describe higher consciousness while others describe lower consciousness. A full Yuga cycle is equal to a full precession of the equinoxes. This is basically the amount of time it takes for the Earth's axis to travel through the zodiac because it's on a tilt. This takes 25,920 years. If we cut this amount of time in half and go back to that time from today, like an eyeball, we by would the be way. around 10,500 BCE. Now remember, with the Orion's Belt theory, around this time, the constellation Leo and the Star of Regulus would have been aligned with the position of the Sphinx, and the three pyramids aligned with Orion's Belt on the vernal equinox, which is Easter. And this would have brought in the age of Leo. So fast forward to now, we are halfway through the Yuga cycle. That means we're halfway through the zodiac.
Crazy,
Directly across the zodiac from Leo is Aquarius. This means that around 10,500 BCE,
age.
we were entering the age of Leo, and now soon we will be entering the age of Aquarius. This will most likely happen on Easter next year, like Chris mentioned.
Yep.
You see the connection? By the way, the Sphinx is the face of a man and the body of a lion.
That blew my
and I
mind.
think that represents Leo and Aquarius being opposite from each other on the zodiac. Stay with me now. Something else interesting that happened is that famous medium Edgar Cayce had readings that around 10,500 BCE, two things happened. The fall of a highly advanced civilization known as Atlantis, a fall in global consciousness, as well as the building of the pyramids and the Sphinx, which is a lot earlier than scholars like to agree to. Fast forward to now, and some of Edgar Cayce's other readings also said that we would uncover the Hall of Records underneath the Sphinx that contains the knowledge of Atlantis, the origins of humanity, and prophecies for the future of the human race around this time in humanity, as well as the second coming of Christ. I think that's a rise in global consciousness. The Hall of Records I think he is referring to is actually the Akashic Records, which is an energetic library in a higher dimension above space and time, and contains all of the thoughts, feelings, and events and information that have ever happened and will ever happen. He was actually known for tapping into this library of knowledge in order to get his readings. Google the Akashic Records, it's a rabbit hole in itself. So there's like 2 more minutes of that video. But that's me breaking it down. Hinduism, Edgar Cayce, Akashic Records. It kind of goes into like I don't think I talked about simulation theory, but it all connects.
Anything that can happen will happen.
Yeah.
Anything that's possible can happen.
Yeah.
and
There's
will
a chance
happen.
that it could happen. Yeah. So basically, what I think is gonna happen is here's what I think happened. I think that I heard a lot of people say this too, was that Atlantis basically symbolized like the perfect consciousness. And the Adam and Eve story was about consciousness falling. So basically you have like there's always the creation story where the masculine and the feminine gets imbalanced. That happened with Adam and Eve. That happened with the Sumerian creation myths and all that stuff. So basically what they're saying is your brain hemispheres are out of sync, and that's what gives us the illusion of this reality. So what I think is going to happen is our brain hemispheres are going to start to sync again. Not only that, but simultaneously we're going to go from being density-based beings to light beings, and basically we're going to kind of be more aligned with the energies of the universe, and basically it's going to be like a transition period. So we're going to go from being like straight human. I think shit is just going to start feeling like a crazy long lucid dream, and we're going to start having like psychic powers and shit like that.
It's just
telepathy,
a massive shift in
telekinesis,
consciousness.
a super massive shift, and I don't think people are going to be ready for it. But I think everyone who knows that the shift is coming is kind of supposed to spread awareness about it. So I've kind of been feeling like I've been trying to do that.
Yep.
But anyways, long story short, I don't know if I sound crazy. I hope I do, but I think that's what's
I
going to
don't
happen.
care.
Telekinesis, lucid dreaming, astral telepathy, remote viewing. I think that's going to become a real reality soon. But I don't know. Stuff is gonna get weird. What do you think?
I mean, shit. Go look at some declassified CIA patents and files, and
exactly.
tell me they're not practicing all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a video breaking that down. I'm gonna make a video breaking down the CIA Gateway Report with Robert Monroe. You know, I've been into that lately. Yep. I'm gonna break down the cosmic egg. I'm gonna break down how that relates to the Christian idea of the Alpha and the Omega, how that relates to the Shiva Shakti creation dance, the cosmic dance that you see outside of CERN, and how that also relates to the cosmic egg with the Aurora
and
the snake eating itself around it, and all that shit too. It'll all connect. Maybe I'll do a series on it. Maybe we'll turn it into an episode. Check us out on TikTok. Outside Minds Podcast on TikTok. Make sure you follow us on Instagram.
Yep.
Shout out to the Bledsoe family. Thank you guys for being so nice to us and responding to us and reposting one of our videos. We're getting a lot of traction from that, and we're getting a lot of followers that are into the same stuff we're into. So shout out to the new followers. Shout out to anyone who's followed us from social media or anything like that. If you found us from TikTok, if you found us from Instagram, if you found us from Chris Bledsoe reposting
word of mouth, whatever.
Thank you guys so much. It's so fun to do this stuff. We're super passionate about it. And yeah, so thank you guys for tuning in. I think we can cut it there. I don't even know where we're at because we don't have the clock on today. But check out those videos, man, if you guys are interested. Go Eagles. Go fucking Raiders. And yeah, man. You got anything to say?
Nope. Just like and subscribe and thanks.
Yes, sir. Stay live. Stay outside. We're back. We'll be back next week. Peace out.
Peace.